I think it's one of the best endings a book can have. I had no clue how they would end up together. And I thought it was just such a smart way to kind of tie everything together and give them their happily ever after. So I just really appreciated that about the book.
Definitely.
It was a new take on a happily ever after. Because it wasn't what you expected at all.
Well, they kind of had it seeming like they weren't going to end up together. I mean, how on earth would they, you know? And they had Gwen very depressed and not really leaving her apartment and just kind of moping around. And I kind of thought maybe she would just move on or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, and then you're like, oh, well, she finds out that she's pregnant. And like, that's a great way to end the story. She still has a part of, him with her.
Yeah.
As you guys can see behind me, we've been joined by my cat Remington. He'll give his thoughts on the ending here in just a minute. But I loved it that she found a way to make sure that they still got together at the end.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've got some questions for Karen. Erica, what's your one question for her?
I mean, we've touched on it. It's the whole cherry picking thing, and we're going to get into it with words that we also never want to hear again. I don't understand the fixation on being, a virgin this whole time. Like, why was that such a big part of the story?
Agreed. Yeah. I wondered that too. Like, this was written though, like several years ago. Like, Amy, do you know like when it came out?
Oh gosh, I would have to look. Probably like early 2000s, maybe like 01. That's just totally a wild guess though. Here, let me look.
I was wondering if maybe that because it was a little bit older book, maybe like, I don't know, that's why that was being stressed more. But yeah, I could live the rest of my life and never hear the phrase cherry picker or cherry or pick or any of that version of that ever again.
Okay, it came out in 2001. So
okay. All right. So
like it would have been fine, like her never really having, a steady boyfriend or, love or anything like that. But to be a virgin and just her sole focus was that as well. She's like, I'm going to Scotland to find a cherry picker. And I'm like, oh, no.
Why?